welcome back to Stitch of the Week. If you're new, we are working one stitch out of this book each week, and I'll give you a tutorial on that stitch. It is the new Crochet Stitch Dictionary. I will link it in the description box below. This week we are on stitch number 30, which is called Ridges and Bands. For this tutorial, I will be using a medium weight 4 cotton and a 5.5 millimeter hook. So yeah, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to chain a multiple of 6. So I've got 18 here, and then we're going to chain 3 more for our beginning chain, or our, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a multiple of 6 plus 3 is basically what it is. And we're going to double crochet in the first 2 chains. So skipping the first 3 chains from your hook, you're going to double crochet into that 4th stitch or 4th chain. So it looks like with this particular stitch, they do count that beginning chain as a stitch. And if you're wondering, if you have this book and you're wondering, this stitch is on page 19. So there's our 2 double crochets. We're going to chain 1 and place 1 double crochet. We're going to skip 1, and then we're going to place 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. So we'll be skipping this one, and placing, I wish that my yarn would come up here. It did not help that I had a bunch of yarn barf. So it's going to look something like this. Then I'm going to chain 1 and skip 1 and place another set of 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches. Two, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to chain 1, and we're at the end of the row, so we're going to skip 1 and place 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So for row 2, we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. So for row 2, we are going to be working back loop only slip stitches, which is 1 slip stitch to the back loop only. So we're going to go, this slip stitch does not count, the chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So we're going to go through this back loop and add a slip stitch there. And it looks like we're going to be doing that all the way across. Just 1 back loop slip stitch in each stitch for row 2. I would try to do it loosely. Slip stitches tend to come out very tight. Do your best to try to not make them too tight, because you're going to have to work back into those later. And if you recall, the chain 3 does count as a stitch, so we'll place 1 in the back loop of that stitch as well. So here's what it's looking like after rows 1 and 2. So for row 3, we are actually just going to be repeating row 1. So we're going to chain up 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet. And in the next slip stitch right there, we're going to place a double crochet, and we're going to place another one in the next stitch as well. And then we're going to chain 1, skip 1, and then place 1 double crochet in each of the next 5 stitches. See, this is what I meant about making the slip stitches a little loose, because you have to work back into them. If they're too tight, your hook's not gonna want to slide in there very easily. chain 1, skip 1, and then we're going to place another 1 double crochet into the next 5 stitches. So this is what mine's starting to look like. Like I said, this third row is really just a repeat of the first row. So you're going to be repeating rows 2 and 3. I'm going to go ahead and work up a swatch of this stitch, and then I'll come back on and let you guys know what it looks like, and I'll give you some of my thoughts on this stitch as well. Okay guys, so here's what mine looks like. I could definitely see myself making some pants out of this stitch. I like the little bit of texture that the ridges give, and you know, here's what it looks like on the back side. You get those same kind of little ridges. They're more prominent on the right side than they are the back side, but you do get a little bit of ridges here on the back. I could totally see myself making some pants out of this stitch. I do feel like it's pretty versatile. I mean, you could use this stitch with a lot of other stitches as well, to kind of, you know, spice it up if you wanted to, for lack of a better description. The only negative thing I can say about this stitch is you have to remember to make that row of slip stitches loose, or you won't be able to work back into them. It'll be a pain. Well, you will be able to, it's just it'll be a pain. There was something else I was gonna mention, but I don't remember what it is now. But yeah, I quite like this stitch. So far I haven't really come across too many stitches yet in this book that I just absolutely can't stand. I think there's only been 1 or 2. So yeah, that is the Ridges and Bands stitch. I hope you guys liked it. If you do work it up or use it in a garment, please email me some pictures. I'm always happy to see pictures. Also, I am super close to my 2,000 subscriber goal. So if you guys have any yarny friends that you can share my channel out to, please share my channel out, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Like I said, that was my goal for 2025, was to hit the 2,000 subscriber mark, and I am very close. Like maybe 3 or 4 people left before I hit that goal. But anyways guys, I will see you for next week's Stitch of the Week. Bye.